Yeah.
So it's important to tell them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, thank you for helping us.
No,
Thank you
sure.
very much.
Well, that's my number one job, if this helps.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Good. Okay, let's go take a picture.
No.
They gave it to me up there. I didn't either.
One over here.
This pandemic, coupled with fear and depression, I question whether or not I had a reason to live. Because if we can't live and breathe our passion and purpose for life, then why be here? Once I fought through those dark thoughts, I realized I needed to hold on, no matter how bleak and ugly the world seemed to be. COVID has halted my ability to make a living as a sound healer, a singer. It's threatened my sense of being and independence. So when my ability to work has been cut off, I question everything I ever was and everything I believe I am. Music and the arts are a major source of healing for me. It represents the veins and blood flow of cultures, history, and understanding.
Okay, terrific.
I know you're trying to ace me out. There we
No,
go.
no.
Hi there. I'm Rebecca
Not you,
Damon.
Rebecca.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
I'm Rebecca Damon. I'm the Executive Vice President and New York President of SAG-AFTRA. SAG-AFTRA is a labor union representing people that work in front of a camera or behind a microphone. So obviously everybody knows us for our actors and our broadcasters, our stunt performers, but maybe they don't think about the singers, the dancers, the recording artists, the people that work background in movies, film, and television, all the things that people do that have this creative heart. At our heart, we are workers. And at the beginning of this pandemic, I just want to take you back to that moment when all the industries in the arts and entertainment and media culture shut down. They all shut down and the lights went on. We look at what the American Rescue Plan, it is an amazing first step. And it would not be here if it wasn't for what Senator Schumer was able to do for all of the people in arts and entertainment and culture and workers. And so with that, I got to say, you are a man that delivers on a promise. I'm going to introduce to you our Senator Schumer.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you, Rebecca, and I want to thank all the wonderful people who spoke, who show our country and to our lives. It adds something fun, uplifting, everything. And it's a vital part of New York that if we didn't help them would have just gone under. All of our arts venues, like elsewhere here, depend on people coming together close. And if you can't come together close because of COVID, you're dead.
I've struggled to find work. A few months later, I got a commercial, and there was a second AD on set who told me, hey, don't forget to keep your mask up, cover your nose. I said, thank you, John. John died of COVID about 3 months after we wrapped. And this is just one example of the many people who have passed on in my life who I miss very much. The American Rescue Plan Act is about the families left behind and helping them get from here to there, because the bills don't stop, do they? They keep coming. And for the first time in a long time, I feel like the government cares about me.
For my part, I just want to say on behalf of all independent venues and theaters and really independent businesses everywhere, big thank you to Senator Schumer, because this time last year and all of last year, everything was really just about survival. And now, thanks in direct efforts, as a result of direct efforts of Senator Schumer, we have the runway to be able to actually think about, okay, how are we going to be here for the next several years, if not a lifetime, and continue to have the sort of cultural impact and create jobs for the long term, not just worry about what's going to happen next month. So, and I'd like to say it also was a huge win in terms of how we were able to collaborate as an independent industry.
Yeah, what COBRA is it says if you've had health insurance and you lose your job, you keep your health insurance. So many people, when they lose their job, they might get money to help feed or whatever, but what if they have an illness and there's no insurance? So now you keep your insurance 100% while you've lost your job till you find a new one.
Spread the word. Stay engaged. Support the arts. Woo!
Thank you.
Musicians and arts workers have been suffering through this whole pandemic. Venues closed and there can't be live music. And thanks to the American Rescue Act and all the work that Schumer and the Majority has done, it's been a real lifeline for musicians and artists and venues to be able to have expanded unemployment, PPP loans, expanded COBRA, to make sure that we can survive month to month until everybody's safe and vaccinated and we can come back and make.
I mean, I meant what I said, you know, the legislation really was a game changer for us. It allowed us to, I remember the day it was passed because we were all watching on tenterhooks because, you know, it meant that we didn't have to worry about funding every, 4 weeks, 8 weeks. It was something that would actually allow us to sustain and weather the storm no matter how long it took. And I think that's really what's given us the peace of mind to be able to, think more long term and think about, putting the pieces back together of our company and our industry and our neighborhood.
Thrilled to actually be able to be here today with Senator Schumer because this legislation, this American Rescue Plan, has made a real difference in the life of working artists, whether they're actors or broadcasters or stunt performers or singers. It's made all the difference in actual possible recovery for our sector.
Okay, in what way do you think more should be done to help out the struggling industry?
Well, there's always more to do, and so that is part of what we're doing right now. Is we've been having film and television are gradually coming back to work because we've put in safety protocols. But I think that this is really a down payment on changing how we think of the creative sector as an important part of our economy. In New York alone, people have lost 66% in terms of the drop over this last year from 2019 just to 2020.
Today, I think that it's really encouraging to see someone in his position paying such active attention to the arts, and I think that in particular for Broadway, there haven't been many leaders stepping up over the course of the pandemic, really making sure that Broadway is being given the attention to bring back the Broadway economy, and I think that we're all really appreciative to Senator Schumer for stepping forward in that.
Thank you. Thanks for your